Before we start, I need to inform you that two names have been changed to protect the innocent. Fanny will be now played by Franny, and Bessie will be now played by Beth. Thank you for listening. Bonus Chapter 1. Up to the Land of Toys. Knockety knock, bang, bang, bang. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, bang. Good gracious, it sounds as if there's somebody at our door, said Joe. I'll go and open it, Mother. He went to the door, and outside, looking very important, stood the old saucepan man. He was hung about with pots and pans and kettles as usual, and had a saucepan for a hat. Hello, said the saucepan man. Didn't you hear me knock? I've come to tell you that we must go to the top of the faraway tree tomorrow. There's a very nice land coming there. What is it? Asked Joe. Toyland, said the saucepan man. You can bring a bag with you and collect quite a lot in time for Christmas. Oh, what a good idea, said Joe. He called to his two sisters, Beth and Franny. Did you hear what the saucepan man said? Yes, they cried, running to the door. Oh, saucepan man, we really must come. Can we help ourselves to toys, do you think? Well, I've an aunt there, said the saucepan man, and if I tell her that you're my friends, you will have whatever you want. Can you meet me at the top of the tree tomorrow morning? No, don't. There is. Oh, yes. And will Moonface and Silky be coming too? asked Beth, happily. We haven't seen them for ages. We'll have fun, said Franny. Yes, please, said the saucepan unexpectedly. I'd like one very much. Like what? Asked Beth, astonished. What you just offered me, a bun, said the saucepan man, looking around for it. Oh, you suddenly went deaf, said Beth. Franny just said, we'll have fun. Oh, all the same, I'd like a bun, said the saucepan man. Joe got him a bun out of the cake tin. He went off munching happily. His pans rattled and clattered around him. See you tomorrow, he called. The next day the three children set off to the faraway tree. Into the dark, enchanted wood they went, and followed the windy path they knew so well. The trees whispered around them, and they whispered around them as they went. They always seemed to have secrets to tell one another. Wish, 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 they whispered. They came to the faraway tree in the middle of the wood. It looked even more enormous than usual. It towered up into the clouds, and the children couldn't even see the top of it. Its trunk was so big that it was quite a walk to go all the way around it. Great, the tree's growing blackberries today, said Joe, picking some ripe ones. Well, it shouldn't then, said Beth. Blackberries grow on bushes, not on trees. The faraway tree made a mistake. They began to climb the tree. A little way up it stopped, and they saw growing blackberries and grew pine cones. Not so good, said Joe. We can't eat pine cones. Faraway tree, it's a very clever, exciting tree, this, said Franny. Always growing different things all the way up, and having people living in it, and the slippery slip all the way inside from the top to the bottom. I'm glad we live near a tree like this. We're lucky. Yes, I bet a lot of children wish they lived near it too, said Joe. helping Beth over the steep bit. My goodness, the adventures we've had. Look out, I can hear Dame Washalot's dirty water coming down, yelled Franny suddenly. And sure enough, down came a cascade of soapy water, running down the trunk, splashing on the boughs, and soaking the little pixie, who was sitting nearby. Bother, she said. And I brought an umbrella with me too, just in case. I didn't hear the water coming. Joe laughed, and I should put on a swimsuit next time, and not bother about the umbrella, he said. Anyway, the sun will soon dry you off. They went up, passing little windows in the faraway tree, and came to Silky's small yellow door. They knocked, but there was no answer. She's gone up to the top of the tree, I expect, said Joe. Come on, we don't want to keep the others waiting. I've done it again. I've turned over 2 pages. There we go. She's gone up to the top of the tree, I expect, said Joe. Come on, we don't want to keep the others waiting. They climbed right up to Moonface's little door. From inside came the sound of chattering, and the noise of jangling and clattering. The saucepan man's in there all right, said Joe. And the others too, I should think. They banged on the door. Moonface opened it, beaming all over his big round face. Oh, come in, he said. We're just having a snack before we go. What sort of snack? Asked Beth, going in with the others. Pop cakes, I love them. No, it's something Saucepan brought when he went in the land of surprises, said Moonface. Well, I never rolls. What a peculiar name, said Joe, looking at the dish of nice, crusty little rolls. What do they taste of? Try one, said Moonface, and tell us. Joe took a roll and bit into it. Tastes of cheese, he said. No, well, I never. It tastes of ginger now. No, it doesn't. Now it's chocolate. And now it tastes of coconut. And it's got bits of coconut in it. No, they're gone, and now it's treacle. Well, I never. Yes, most peculiar, isn't it, said Moonface. No wonder they're called Well, I never rolls. You just simply never know what they'll taste of next. Every chew you have a taste of something different. Jolly good, said Joe. I'll have another one. My, this tastes of pickled onion. No, it doesn't. It's custard. Lovely. Mustard, said Saucepan, in disgust. I hate that one that tastes of mustard. I said custard, said Joe, and then made a face of, my goodness, it is mustard now. Horrible. Just what I said, mustard, said Saucepan, with a bit of he bit into his. Ah, mint, delicious. Why is mint sauce? I can't taste the tiny bits of mint. You'll find that you've got roast lamb next, said Silky. Saucepan looked surprised. No, it isn't ham, he said. It's lamb, shouted Silky. No, it's not jam, said the Saucepan man. Well, I never. It's lamb and mint sauce. How clever. Really, these rolls are remarkable. So they were. The 6 of them finished up the whole dish of them. I wish I had brought heaps more, said the Saucepan man, getting up. Well, aren't we going up to Toyland? Do let's hurry. They were all ready. They all went out of Moonface's little round room, and climbed up to the topmost branch into the cloud. They came to the little ladder that led upwards through the last bit of a cloud. Toyland should just be at the top. Saucepan went first. He climbed off at the top of the ladder and called down to the others. Yes, it's here, come on. Up they all went, and at last stood in Toyland. but there seemed to be no toys about at all. Saucepan Man pointed to a town not far off, flags flying brightly from little houses. "There's a village of toys," he said. "Now we'll go and find my aunt." They set off to the village, but when they got there, Saucepan Man stopped and looked puzzled. "Dear me," he said, "this isn't the land I hoped. The toys are all alive. Look, isn't that a teddy bear walking about?" "And yes," said Beth. "In goodness, we can't take toys like that away and play at home. They're as big as we are." "I'll find my aunt," said Saucepan Man, and they all walked down the village street, meeting 3 or 4 sailor dolls, a curious man who looked and who had no legs but just wobbled along, and some beautifully dressed dolls. Saucepan's aunt was nowhere to be found. She kept a toy shop, and of course there was no toy shops there, because the toys lived in the little houses made of the coloured wooden bricks. "Your aunt lives in the other land, you silly," said Silky. "There must be a land of toys, not Toyland." "Oh well, let's enjoy ourselves anyway," said Saucepan. "Here comes another wobbly man. Let's try and push him over." The wobbly man was astonished and annoyed when Saucepan Man gave him a push. He wobbled over backwards and then came forwards again, only to get another push, this time from Moonface. "How dare you!" cried the wobbly man in a rage. "That's not the way for visitors to behave. I'll report you to the captain of the toy soldiers." He wobbled off at a remarkable speed. The 3 children and Silky felt a bit scared. "You shouldn't go around pushing people, Saucepan," said Joe, "not even to see if they wobble." "I do hope we don't get into trouble." Saucepan suddenly went deaf and didn't hear. He hardly ever did hear when somebody scolded him. "Look, there's a Clockwork Mouse running along," he said, pointing. "Run, Mouse, run! Meow, meow!" The Clockwork Mouse was very frightened when it heard Saucepan meowing. It turned and ran off at top speed, almost bumping into the toy soldier. "Look, there's the captain of the soldiers," said Beth, afraid. "And the wobbly man is with him. He's complained about us, as he said he would. We'd better run away." "No," said Joe. "We can easily explain. The Saucepan Man must say he's sorry." Up marched the toy soldier, as smart as could be. He saluted. Click. "You must come with me," said the captain, in a commanding voice. "You are not toys, and should not be here. Also, your behaviour must be looked into. Follow me, quick march." "We'd better follow," said Joe. "He can't do anything to us. He's only a toy, even if he is alive. And I must say, I'd rather like to see what that toy fort is like inside." So they all followed the toy soldier and the wobbly man, whatever was going to happen.